Hey guys, how's it going? Justin here with Keystone Mountain Outdoors. Welcome back to the channel. Now, I know I start every video saying welcome back to the channel, but this video really is welcome back to the channel. For those of you guys unaware of what's been going on, about 3 weeks ago, YouTube went through and they changed their firearms policy. They maybe changed it a little bit before that, but it really started to trickle out about 3-4 weeks ago. And YouTube went through and they just started issuing a ton of strikes to different channels, especially gun-related channels. There were a bunch of guys that got their channels deleted, including mine. Other notable names: Silencer Co's YouTube channel got deleted. Kentucky Tactical, he does a lot of suppressor videos, his channel got deleted. There were a bunch of others as well. YouTube kind of went on this tirade and completely destroyed and deleted a bunch of gun channels. So it was kind of frustrating. In the meantime, I was still active over on Instagram. I created a Rumble account. I'm still not really up to speed with Rumble, so I haven't posted a lot over there. And then fast forward about a week ago, I created an additional YouTube channel. So I redid a YouTube channel. And then YouTube reinstates this channel. So there's been a lot going on. And I first want to address kind of like, why do I keep putting myself through this with YouTube? Like, YouTube constantly changes their firearms policies and they constantly put us through this bullshit. I make no money off of YouTube. I've never made a dime off of YouTube. I've got some discounts on some products as a result of YouTube, but that's pretty much about it. Like, I do this and it's generally a net loss for me making these videos. However, the reason why I do these videos is because I feel like, personally speaking, that the way to make firearms laws and everything like that better is to promote education and get more people into the sport. If we could get more people educated on firearms, whether it's handguns, suppressors, rifles, bolt guns, long range shooting, like whatever you want to do, shotgun stuff. I'm not into shotgun stuff, but that, you know, there's different avenues of the shooting world. And I know, personally speaking, I was always into guns growing up, but until I became about 18, 19 years old and started watching YouTube videos to try to further educate myself on, like, hey, I want to buy this new gun. So at the time I was like really big into shooting groundhogs and stuff like that. And, you know, I was doing all kind of research and I went to YouTube and I watched different videos and I learned stuff. And then fast forward to I'm 20 years old, about to turn 21, and I'm for sure buying a concealed carry pistol on my 21st birthday. So I'm going around and I'm doing a ton of research and I stumble across guys like Hickok 45 and Military Arms Channel and various different other people. And it really made me a much more firearms enthusiast than just like an average guy that's into firearms. YouTube, personally speaking, was a big part of why I became as big into firearms as I am. I've learned so much. Like, I probably wouldn't have known what an AK-74 is, much less an Arsenal SLR 104FR. I probably wouldn't have stumbled across the CZ Bren. I probably, you know, who knows what I wouldn't have got into. But YouTube has been a big part of me getting into firearms. And I feel like, as a active firearms enthusiast, I feel like what I could do to give back is to make these silly little videos and put out content, and hopefully it gets one or two guys into it or more into it. And also doing these videos, there's a lot of good people making videos. However, you have your different ends of your spectrums. You have your guys out there that are getting products for free to do videos on, and some of them are completely biased and some of them are basically infomercials. And then you have your other end of the spectrum where it's a guy in his basement with horrible camera production trying to film different stuff. I try to be somewhere in the middle. I want to bring you guys decently good production quality videos. I want to bring you guys to the point, straightforward, no rambling on kind of videos, but I also don't want to be overproduced and super flashy to the point where it screams infomercial. So that's kind of what I want to do with YouTube. And I know it's kind of frustrating, and I've had some people say to me, like, why are you going to continue to put yourself through this? And the reason being is because it sucks for me, but it's good for the firearms industry. And honestly, I could get through this. Like, we could power through this. We could make it work. We'll take a hard look at the firearms policy and kind of go from there. So moving forward, I'm still going to produce content. In the time off, some things that I did was I really studied some video production stuff, and I learned some tips and some tricks. And you'll see some of that implemented in my future videos. There's some simple little stuff that I was doing wrong in my videos, that if I adjust, it should make the quality, the production, and the smoothness of the videos, they should flow better. They should be overall better. I should be able to edit videos a little bit better as a result of a lot of the knowledge that I took. So hopefully moving forward, the channel gets better. Now, in terms of uploads, I'd like to upload once a week, but let's just be completely honest, that's not a super realistic thing right now because I've dived really deep into the Precision Rifle Series rabbit hole. I've been shooting a couple KYL matches lately, and then yesterday I went and shot a PRS one day, and then fast forward to this next Friday. Friday, I'm driving all the way out to Indiana State, and I'm going to shoot the MDT Frostbite. It's a 2-day Pro Series AG Cup qualifier match, so I'm going to shoot that. So I'm going to be super, super busy. Next weekend, I'm not going to work Friday. I'm driving Friday, going to do the train up, and then Saturday, Sunday shooting the match, driving back Sunday night, going to work Monday, probably going to work a little late because I'm not going to get home till really late Sunday night. So I'm super, super busy with the PRS, and I'm new to the PRS, so like I went out and shot yesterday, and I have a whole list of things that on every single stage I messed something up. Something as simple as like dialed wrong dope or hunted for targets or just stupid stuff. Like there were tons of mistakes, like wrong bipod height on some prone stages. There was just some various different stuff that I need to work on, and I'm really passionate about the PRS stuff right now, and I want to get better. So that's going to be a lot of my time dedicated to that. But I do plan on making a lot of YouTube videos. I do plan on bringing you guys some content. And along those lines, in the time off, I decided to implement a channel change, a name change. And essentially what we're going with is we're going to go with Practically Squared. I feel like Practically Squared is a better name for my channel because Practically Squared is kind of my philosophy on stuff. Whenever I buy a gun, I do have a nice gun collection, if you want to call it that, but I think of it more so as a system. Everything in my gun system has a role. Like I have a gun for like if I want a longer range AR, if I want a short AR, if I want, like something like a bolt gun to hunt with, or if I want a precision rifle gun to go compete with, or I want a 22 trainer, or I want, like a 22 pistol or a 22 semi-auto, or like all that different stuff. Like I have tons of stuff that I kind of buy for a reason, and I feel like I try to keep a practical mindset. Like I've owned revolvers in the past, but I don't own any revolvers. I've owned lever guns in the past. I don't own any lever guns. Not to necessarily knock those products, but I just don't necessarily think they're the most practically sensed, I guess. And for me and for what I want to do, I want to spend as much money on the stuff that kind of makes sense, at least for me. So that's kind of how my philosophy is on guns. And also, like in terms of guns, I like to go out and I like to train in practical situations. Very few times I would estimate you'll ever be in a practical situation where you need to use a gun and you'd be able to set up on a bench with a bipod and a bag and be perfectly fine to just wait for the guy for you to get comfortable and do all that stuff. Like that's not going to happen. You need to get yourself out of position. You need to get yourself in inclement weather, both hot and cold, and maybe some rain and some snow along the way, and just do various different stuff. I'm really into the practical based shooting, and that's kind of why I've been getting big into the PRS, and I used to be big into the USPSA. So with that said, the new channel name is going to be Practically Squared. I have some probably merch coming in the future. I plan on putting it on some t-shirts and making some cool gear as in relation to it. So effective tomorrow, we're going to change the name of the channel to Practically Squared. And the other YouTube channel that I created, Practically Squared, that's going to be Practically Squared Backup. I'll leave a link in the description if you guys want to go follow that. If you guys want to reach out to support us, I really think we should diversify a little bit. So I'm really going to push the Instagram. It's Practically Squared on Instagram. It's my old Instagram account. I just changed the handle. And then that Practically Squared Backup channel. So God forbid YouTube ever does anything else, you guys can still stay in contact with us and we'll build up those other accounts. That way you guys will know what's going on. Also, you'll see a lot of behind the scenes stuff. It's easy for me to snap some pictures and post them up on Instagram rather than make a 10 10-minute video and edit it and put it all together and all that stuff. So guys, I appreciate all the support that's been coming into the channel. You guys are absolutely awesome. Thanks for sticking with us. Thanks for continuing to support us. All your support matters, because if you guys didn't like these videos, didn't watch these videos, didn't subscribe to the channel, I probably wouldn't be making these content. But as long as it's going to reach out and it's going to help people, that's all that matters. So guys, as always, remember to train hard, shoot fast, and most importantly, be safe. God bless.